Hi teacher, we are the team 4 and the person the electroplasty in the process, and the member is Daniel Espinosa and
Martínez Estefan y Vázquez Pérez. Daniela.
introduction. Electroplating is a process by which, by means of electricity on metal, is deposited on another. An electric current is passed from immersed plates and nodes through a solution of metal salts electrolysis to the object to electroplated. The anodes are made of the same metal as the electrolysis and are slowly dissolved in it. The metal ions are attracted to the objects to be electroplated and are, are stripped of their electrical charges and deposited on their surface. Silver, nickel, copper, and zinc are the metals most commonly used in this process. Electroplating industry. This is the process in which, by means of electricity and metal, is coated on another metal through and solution of metallic salt with the aim of making its surface properties in increasing its resistance to corrosion and chemical attack, and increasing its resistance of the friction and scratching. It gives the parts different proper. Necessary is the resistance to the corrosion and chemical attack, and increasing is the resistance to friction and scratching. It gives the parts different properties of the base of the metals. The electroplating process are divided into electroforming of the shield for molds, productive or decorative coatings. In the first case, the most used metals are tin and chromium, and the second case, nickel, copper, and silver. What does the electroplating consist of? It consists of the transfer of the metal ions from another positively charged to cathode, negatively charged in liquid medium electrolyte, composed mainly of the metal salts by applying an electric current. Electroplating process. A. A reception of materials. B. Degradation of chemical clean. C. Degrading washing. D. Pickling of the cleansing. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? A, E, C, D, E, E. Ok. E. Pickling washing. F. Chemical preparation of the place. G. Practical cleaning. H. Electricity plating, chrome plating, nickel plating. I. Hot washing. J. Drying. K. Oiling. L. Storage. Electroplating applications. It's applied in the automotive, housing applications on the hospital, jewelry, plumbing, office, machines, electronics, and etc. Copper plating, operation that consists of depositing a layer of copper on the surface. Number 1, electronic copper plating, monovalent and bivalent. Number 2, chemical copper and plating, zinc. General term designates any process forming a metallic zinc coating on the surface. Zinc electroplating. Number 2, hot dip galvanoplastia. And number 3, zinc plating by spray the metallization. Applications. Nickel plating. The most important application of the nickel plating are its use in locksmithing and fittings, as well as in the full making Nickel plating is used both decorative and anti-corrosion function. This operation allows good anti-corrosion prepares to be obtained from certain the thickness. Chrome deplating. Chrome deplating is characterized by the fact that it gives the parts the shine, hardness, and the anti-corrosive power. The main problem is the presence of the hexavalent chromium, which is highly toxic. An advantage and disadvantage. How dangerous is the electroplating? Is the one the process that has a significant impact on the environment. An advantage, number one, it decreases of gives stretch and durability to the materials subject to this process. Number two, it allows coats the process. Number three, it gives the coated the material resistant to corrosion and oxidation. This disadvantage, there are the considerable difference between the tips of the materials in the part metal polymer. Number two, low the temperatures and they withstand and the difficulty of the recycling the process. Number three, not all the polymers can be galvanized. Types of the electroplating. There are two main types of electroplating, including the process rack and barrel. Plating rack uses a single rack or wire on a hand object with plating solution. This works the best on sensitive objects or objects that may become strangled. Barrel electroplating is used for mechanically finished objects that are fairly durable and resistant to damage. Several objects are placed in a large container and electroplate all at once, making this the more economical of the two methods. Conclusion. In conclusion, electroplating is the coating of the metal another by means of the electrolysis process and is the carrier or everything related to the electroplating of the metals considering the transfer of ions from the anode to the cathode. It's also a very useful technological application to give more durability and avoid the corrosion damage to the different mechanical the parts that exist, as well as to make the part look good aesthetically by giving it a good color and the shine.